Welcome to the public presentation of the 2018 draft budget. Tonight, we will break the budget down into four components: general operating, general capital, water and sewer operating, and water and sewer capital.
The general operating budget is the first component we will take a look at. In 2018, the estimated operating expenses will total $8,154,534. However, the estimated revenues only amount to $1,396,274. A breakdown of the department totals further details that the revenue shortfall, or the amount to be raised by taxation, is $6,758,260.
Before we compare a year-over-year tax scenario, let's review some of the main reasons for budget fluctuations. Grant reductions or fewer grant opportunities. Changes in transfers to and from reserves. Transfers between departments, such as dog tag enforcement. And of course, phased-in assessment and assessment growth.
The main concern that we always ponder is, what does this budget mean for the taxpayer? The average homeowner will experience approximately a 3% increase in the town portion of their tax bill based on the average assessment of a home being $303,897.
We've seen many changes with respect to staffing in 2017. Here is a look at what the proposed 2018 staff composition will look like. Excluding the separate boards of fire, arena, and library, the town employs 63 full-time, part-time, contract, and elected personnel. The year-over-year salary comparison chart shows a difference of just under 6% between 2017 and 2018. The budget includes a proposed CPI increase, grid moves, staff restructuring, and realigning within the department responsibilities and hours charged against work done.
If we take a moment to look at the proposed capital projects, you will see just over $2 million has been earmarked for 2018. We have infrastructure, Summerhill Park, police equipment, property cleanup, asphalt hotbox, tractor, columbarium, and mailroom equipment. Let's not forget that we have our debenture loan payments that are included in the 2018 general capital budget of $160,814. As in most years, the general capital budget is funded mostly by grants, keeping in mind that if we are unsuccessful in acquiring the grant, the project will in most cases be out of reach for us to complete without funding.
The water and sewer operating budget are completely separate from the general budget in that they operate on water and sewer rates. In 2018, the estimated operating expenses will total just over $2.9 million. However, the estimated revenues only amount to $137,556. A breakdown of the department totals further details that the revenue shortfall, or the amount to be raised by water and sewer rates, is just over $2.8 million. Multiple capital projects next year come in at a total cost of $869,777. These projects are as follows: long-term debt, SCADA system, valve exerciser, land purchase. Infiltration, filter feed pump, RAS pump number 1 and 3, replacement blower number 1. Of importance to note is that 28% of the water and sewer capital projects is principal debt repayment, which will continue for the next 9 years. In 2018, the majority of the capital projects will be funded by water and sewer rates. There were no grant opportunities available in relation to the work being done. We are hoping to save reserves for future capital projects that will be required very shortly. The next slide will take a look at the estimated reserves.
Any treasurer will tell you that the building of reserves cannot be more seriously stressed upon. With the increase in outstanding tax arrears, the increase in demands for future capital projects, and for aging infrastructure, like the water main breaks we have recently experienced, reserves must be considered a priority to maintain and grow. We are very fortunate in that Council and staff were able to increase reserves this year, in addition to cutting 1% from the tax rate. How do we propose to do that? During this past week, department heads have met several times and reviewed the budget line by line in order to come up with the balance required to reduce the tax rate by 1%. The lines highlighted in red represent the changes that were made by Council at the November 20th special budget meeting. The items in black are staff recommendations in order to assist Council with finding cost savings.
When we look at future capital projects, the costs are multiplying. Previous debt reports from Treasury and year-end audit reports to Council have indicated that incurring additional debt is not a favorable option, which means that building reserves in order to keep in line with asset management is more necessary than ever. Of the noted projects, approximately 10% of the costs are currently available for projects that are DC eligible. This slide is self-explanatory in that it provides a detailed breakdown of where exactly your tax dollars are going within each of the identified departments based on an average assessment for 2018.
And that is our budget presentation for this evening. Christy and Joanne have assisted me with the voice recordings. Thank you for the opportunity to present this high-level overview, and I will turn the program back to the Mayor.